Good morning, guys. Welcome to another vlog. So this weekend I am purely focusing on spring. I want to give the house a bit of a spring clean. I also want to purchase some new spring decor to decorate the house for the new season. It's something that I've been getting into now for the past year or so, is just really focusing on what is this season bringing, what does spring mean for me, and kind of incorporating that into my home. So I hope you guys are excited. I also have some new clothing that has arrived, because if you watch my last video, I shared with you things that I've purchased recently and also things that are on my wish list. So this dress being one of them, it arrived yesterday, and these sunglasses. So maybe later on we can go through and I can share with you some of the things that have already arrived, because the house across the road from us is currently getting knocked down today, and I attempted to start this vlog at home and I was going to share with you the clothing, but it was just way too loud. So I thought, you know what, we need to get out of the house. I want to check out TKMaxx, the one that's close to me, because Amber and I are going to go for an evening shop, and before I do that, I wanted to check out this one because she has already had a look through this particular TKMaxx yesterday, so she doesn't really want to come back here. So I thought, I'm going to go today. I've got a little bit of time up my sleeve. I'm going to check out if there's anything here for me, and then that way later on her and I can head to Maroochydore, which is a good maybe half an hour to 40 minutes away from our place, but there's a lot more shops there, so we can head straight there together and check it all out. So yeah, I'm super excited. I have a new tripod in my car, which I'm really keen to start trying out, potentially vlogging in the car and seeing how that goes for me, because I do spend quite a bit of time in the car. I do commute to and from work, so we can see how we go. I was very kindly sent this one from a brand called Lyson, and I've just set it up. Super easy to do, and it kind of just suctions to my actual windscreen, and it's very discreet, which I love. So if anyone's interested in like a car tripod, yeah, I highly recommend this one. I'll leave it linked in the description box below. It seems to be quite affordable, so I thought I would just mention it. So I've got everything I need. I'm really excited. I'm not on a time crunch or anything. I'm just going to enjoy it, and I'll let you know how I go. So I'm back home now. That was so lovely. I absolutely love going to the shops on my own. I feel like I can really take a look at everything. I was there for way longer than I thought I was going to be, but it was a successful trip. I'm gonna save the haul until I go to the shops with Amber, because I'm assuming I'll pick up a few more things. So first thing I'm going to do is clean the house. That is something I want to do before I even think about decorating. And then I'll go to the shops with Amber, and then maybe tomorrow morning I can sit down, give you guys a haul, and then we can start decorating the house. So I wanted to share with you before I get changed, because this is the dress that I mentioned in my last video. It's actually so beautiful. I had two ladies compliment me whilst I was out at the shops. It makes me, because you can kind of adjust everything, I'm a little bit self-conscious just about everything at the moment, but you can really adjust the fabric so you can bring it up higher to cover more of your neck, and then also cover more of my back, which is an area that I'm quite self-conscious about. So I shared with you in my oh, actually, had they arrived yet? I don't think they had. So 2 pairs of sunglasses. We've got that's right, I shared these on Instagram. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I highly urge you do, just because it really is somewhere where I'm quite active, I would say. And I love just giving you guys little updates here and there in between my weekly YouTube videos. I'm not a TikToker, so I did try it for a little while, but I'm not a user of the TikTok app, so I found it hard to stay present on there. So I've still got the account open. You'll see some of my old videos, but again, yeah, I just don't use it. So Instagram is where I go. So the first pair are from the brand Vehla. Actually, both pairs are. And these are a silver wireframe pair of sunglasses, which I have really been loving silver lately. So I really wanted to add a pair because I do have my gold Ray-Bans that are very similar to this. And these are great. I wear them all the time. So these are called the Bowie sunglasses, and I managed to get them for about $100, which is, I think these are still retailing online for about $250. So from the same brand, Vehla, I ordered these are the Dixie sunglasses with the sage green lens. These are the ones I've been wearing today. And they just go so nicely with my outfits. I do have them in I think it's called cinnamon, this color. So I do have them now in both colors. And because I wore these ones so much, I thought it would be great to have the green. I personally like the green a little bit better. Then I also received in the mail, it was like yesterday I walked to the post office because it's not too far. Sorry, I keep touching my hair. I'm not sure where to put it. Basically, I walked to the post office and I thought there was maybe one parcel for me because I only had notification of one parcel. And so Remy and I walked there. I didn't even bother taking a bag with me. I thought, you know what, it might be something that I ordered off Depop. Got there, there was 5 parcels there waiting for me, and I was like, oh my gosh. So luckily they had some plastic bags there they let me take. So the first item that arrived are these pair of white shorts, and they're just from the brand Cotton On. So it's a fast fashion brand, and I managed to pick these up for $10, and they're just a nice 100% cotton pair of drawstring shorts. And the reason why I opted for these, what size are they? Oh yeah, they're a size Australian 8, which is usually my size. But what I liked about these is the crutch didn't look too long. And because I've been wearing now things under the bump, if I have a long crutch, it just doesn't work out. So really happy with those. I might wear those tonight. We'll see how we go. And then I also have this top here, and it is from the brand Posse. I've had a few items from this brand. I've had some dresses, and they definitely have more of a pretty feminine kind of vibe. So I saw this and I thought it would be perfect over the bump. It's just got the little ties. It's in a green and white gingham, perfect for summer. And I thought this would be nice with something high-waisted. So to be honest, I thought it was going to be longer. When I tried this on, it is completely stretched out like this. And it kind of doesn't, it comes to like my belly button really. So I'm thinking I'll have to wear this with like a high-waisted pair of like linen pants or something, like my drawstring ones, which are only just fitting. I don't even know if they'll fit now. It's like every week my bump gets bigger, so every week I'm having to look for new clothes. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, it's probably a bit short, but we'll see how I can style it. I may be able to really pull something up high and have this over top. So we got that. This is the hat that again I mentioned in my last video. And someone was selling it for only $28, and it's a gorgeous, it's not actually black and white, it's a beige and like a really dark navy gingham, and you've got like raw edge trimming around the edges, and I just think it's really nice. So I thought this would be perfect for summer. It's such a mum hat. I think it's called the Nonna hat, and it's from a brand called Marl. This is a brand I've recently stumbled across, and it's very, very beautiful. Really nice quality as well. So this is the hat. It's way floppier than I thought it was going to be, but if you kind of just pop it up like that, I think it can be, how cute is that? These sunglasses, maybe not these ones. Maybe it would look cute with my Le Specs Outer Love sunglasses. But I thought this would be really cute, great for the beach. And then I just need a sarong now. I'm still on the hunt for like a nice sarong to wear with my bikinis. I wanted to also show you this cup. I have never bought anything pink in my life, but Lancome, is it Lancome? They sent me this like little PR package of lip glosses, which was just so, yeah, I pinch myself when I receive PR packages. So it came in here, and this was part of the package, and inside this cup were the lip glosses, and they're just so beautiful. I've already been using them. I've got 2 here, and then I've also got one currently in my bag because I was using it today. So this one here is, I think it's called Almond Drip, and they're just a classic lip gloss. They smell really nice as well, and with the color that I'm wearing, I think it's called, I'll put the name of it on screen, but I've had so many compliments. And I'm like, so that's why I keep reaching for that one and I keep using it. So I will link these below. And then there's also this one called Spring Fling, just in time for spring. And this goes on more like a clear, as you can imagine. So just a great everyday. So I am now going to get into something a little more comfortable, start cleaning the house. And actually, before I start cleaning, I'll take you upstairs and I'll share with you what products I'm going to use for my spring clean. And that way the house will be all reset, ready for tomorrow to decorate. So these are the products I'll be using for my spring clean. A lot of them are from the brand Koala Eco, which I love. I bought a huge pack when we moved into this house, so I'm completely restocked. So we've got their glass cleaner, their floor cleaner. We've also got their kitchen multi-purpose spray. And then this one is the bathroom cleaner. So, I mean, these two are probably very similar. They just have a different scent. And it is quite nice using different products across the house. And then we've also got the Willow Lane essential oils. I absolutely love these. Put them in the diffuser. I put them in the sink to create a scent after I've cleaned an area. I will also put this honestly everywhere. I'll do a couple of drops in my washing. You can use it for a lot of different stuff. I've got the pink stuff. This is when I have any tough marks that I need to get rid of in the sink or in the bathroom. So we've got the pink stuff along with the Scrub Daddy. I needed to get a new one. So this is actually the little Scrub Mummy. It's got the sponge on one side and the roughness on the other. I got rid of my last one and I didn't realize how much I use them. They honestly are amazing. So I've got those two. Then we've also got this just a wooden brush. I find this comes in handy again if there's any tough marks anywhere. It's just good to have. And then we've also got the toilet cleaner. This one is very much spring inspired, but I have had it for a while now. And then we've also got a little bit of bleach. So again, I'll use this in the toilets. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. Maybe if I do a deep bathroom clean, I'll use a little bit on the tiles. So that's everything. Now let's get some music on and I'm going to get straight into it. I have a lot that I want to get reset today. Good morning guys, today's the day that I decorate my home for spring. I hope you're as excited as I am. I have a collection of stuff in front of me and I wanted to share with you what I have purchased for my spring decor for 2025 and also bits that I already own. That way you can kind of see the theme that I'm running with. I've got a little bit of a green theme going, hence why I'm wearing this top. It is a little bit tight, I'm not gonna lie, but it just suits this video so much, so I really wanted to wear it. Anyway, let's go through everything. I highly urge you to go through your house, have a look at the decor you already own before heading to the shops. My shopping list went from this to this once I already went through our house. A lot of these things I have been looking for weeks now at the op shops, but things like frames, I am struggling to find frames at op shops. Like there might have been a couple just from Kmart, which is something I don't want to buy again because they're not the best quality. And as you guys know, I've been looking for certain ornaments and I'm still on the hunt. So in the meantime, these are a few things that are just going to spruce up my space. So first of all, we have some trays. So I've been really getting into my baking lately, and every week, like of a Sunday, I will go ahead and make something for the week, whether it be cookies, muffins, something like that I can take with me for lunch. And I've really been enjoying it. I've kind of been forcing myself to slow down and take the time to do that and do a little more meal prep. So I've got 2 round pizza trays here. We probably have pizza every week and we were in desperate need of some trays. So I got both of those. They were just $5 each. And then I've also just got some regular rectangular trays, and I wanted these for things like cookies because I've got muffin trays and cake tins, but I don't have any just regular flat trays if I want to bake some cookies. So I got 2 of those as well, and again they were only $5 each. Next up we have this gorgeous candle. As soon as I saw it, I put it straight in my basket and I thought, oh, I better smell it just in case it actually smells nice. And guys, it is like perfect for the season. It's called Limoncello and it's one from Sand & Fog, and it's nice and big. I wanted a really large one for our dining room table because it just will suit the proportions better, and it's got 4 wicks inside, and oh my gosh, it just smells exactly like limoncello, like nice citrusy smell. And I'm so excited to really brighten this place up. I feel like I lent into the autumn winter vibe, which was great for the time being. And same with all of my candles. I really went for that moody, woody, cozy vibe. I had like dark cushions on the couch. And once I gave the house a bit of a reset, cleared it all out, I am just so excited to completely change the decor in our home. So I'm really happy with that. It was $25, which I actually thought was a good price considering how big this candle is. Next up, we have this pumpkin. It is a gorgeous glass pumpkin with a nice, it's like an aged silver stem. And I absolutely love this because it suits the spring Halloween vibes perfectly. So I thought just one of these, maybe 2 of them around the house, because like I said, we're not in autumn here, but this is more of the Halloween vibe that I'm going for. So I do have a few more little Halloween bits to share with you, and I'm thinking of styling the pumpkin with those, so that way they you can see that there's an overall theme going. So this one was actually from TKMaxx, and oh my gosh, it still has the tag on it. So the price was $14.99 from TKMaxx a couple of years ago now. And yeah, I have just used it every single year, and I think it's just because it really suits our season when it comes to Halloween. Moving on, we have my glass house spooky carousel. So this is one I bought last year, and basically once you put it together, you sit it on top of a glass house candle or any candle of your choice if it fits, and the flame will make the carousel spin. And of course it is spooky themed. So there's little things like ghosts and bats, and I really like it. It's the perfect hint of Halloween. So I wanted to find a candle that this would fit. So when we were looking at TKMaxx, I came across this one. It was $14.99, and I absolutely love the jar because again, it's like a subtle amount of Halloween. You've got the gorgeous glass clear jar, little hints of the black there, and then the actual diameter of this fits the carousel perfectly. And this has the most beautiful scent. It's probably my favorite out of the 2 that I purchased for this year. And I tried out so many candles, and this one, it was just a bonus that the actual jar was a perfect diameter for my carousel. And sticking with that spooky kind of vibe, I did buy a couple of frames because I've got some prints here that I printed off and I plan to use these frames for. So we've got this one here. It is just a nice rectangular frame. It was $12.99. And the reason I always try to opt for frames that have these little, what do you call them? Like the little borders in there, because I just think it makes the whole, once you put a print inside, it makes it look quite expensive. And the reason I went for this one is because it wasn't gold, it's not silver, it's just like this aged, almost like a light brass color, and it is just perfect for our home because again, I don't want anything that's too bright gold. I like more of the brassy golds. So I purchased that one, and then I also grabbed this one because it is black and I thought this would look really nice with this candle here. Maybe I could stand them together, and I want to put like a spooky Halloween themed print in here. Not to mention the actual frame is quite detailed and beautiful, and I will be able to use this year round in our home. So that one was $16.99, and again it has that nice border in there. And then the last frame I wanted to share with you, I actually picked this up probably a couple of weeks ago now, but I do want to use it and put some kind of spring vibe print in here, and it is a gorgeous solid timber. It's quite heavy actually, like even the back is timber. And this is just absolutely beautiful. It goes with our house so nicely. This is one, all of these frames actually I will use year round. So this one was $24.99. If they had more of them, I would have purchased them. I also like that the border on this is like an off-white, so it goes really nicely with our home because it doesn't, you know, I'm trying to not go for white. I want to go with just off-white. It makes everything feel a little more homey and calm. So as for the prints that I have to work with, I've got them in all different sizes, but I got this one, a few of them I found on Etsy. So this one here is like a nice, I wanted coastal but spring themed, and I felt like that ticked all of my boxes. We then have this one, and this is actually quite a large print. And I decided that on its own, it looks quite nice, and I'll probably use that in our home somewhere. But for the purpose of Halloween, I ended up adding, so I kind of just did this in Canva, but I ended up adding some bats to the image, which was super easy to do. And I thought that could potentially go in the black frame. And that way it's beachy, it's springy, summery, but then you've also got the Halloween vibe there. So I'm still trying to work out how to achieve Halloween during our spring summer, but I feel like that is probably like a really nice way to do it. Next up, we have these little oven mitts, which I've taken the tag off because I've already used them, but these were from TKMaxx, and they're this gorgeous green gingham, and we were in desperate need of oven mitts, and I just thought that these ones were absolutely beautiful. And because I've taken the tag off, I don't know the price, but I'm sure they were probably maybe like $10 to $15, I would say. So I've got those. Next up, we have this gorgeous vase. Now this was a housewarming present from one of my good friends, and it's been sitting in the cupboard. I haven't actually used it yet, so I thought that in here I want to pop some sunflowers because Ryan's sister gave me the most beautiful bunch of sunflowers because guys, last week was a bad week. We lost our family dog. Obviously Buns lives with mum and dad, so her name was Honey, but we've always called her Buns because it was Honey Buns, and then we've just always called her Buns. Anyway, she was 15 years old, beautiful little mini foxy, and I couldn't have asked for a better family dog. She was just absolutely beautiful, so well behaved, and we were all just so obsessed with her. I'm one of 4 kids, and then we've got mum and dad, and Buns was like the apple of our eye. Anyway, she passed away last week, which was very, very sad. It really is like losing a family member. So my poor mum and dad, they have been grieving this week. It's just left such a big hole in our family. So Ryan's sister kindly came over and got me some chocolate and these beautiful flowers. And I know that they're going to last a little bit longer if I just change the water out. So that's what I'm thinking of using this vase for. I'm going to chop them down, pop them in here to make them last as long as possible. We then have some gorgeous cushions. Now these are not like me. I really wanted to, with this home, and I've mentioned it before, but make it more homey because our last home was very mid-century modern, which I still love, but I do want to bring elements of just a bit more of a homey vibe to our house. Now, I saw these at TKMaxx and I fell in love with the color more so than anything. They're like this gorgeous sage green, and it's a very good quality cushion. There's 2 of them. and I just love the colors. And it's actually quite hard to style this is like a light gray couch, and it's quite hard to style. So whenever I see cushions that will work well with the couch, I'm always drawn to them. So I picked these up. They were, what price? $49.99, and I think they're just going to go so nicely on the couch. They're going to give it that spring summer vibe. I did say I wanted like a florally cushion. It's exactly what I was looking for. And then come autumn winter time, or if I ever feel like I'm kind of getting over the floral and it's kind of messing up the vibe, these will look great in the spare room. So I am really, really happy with these. They are going to be like a statement piece for this whole living area. Next, we have this little basket. Now, I have had this for years. I'm pretty sure I had it when I lived at home with mum and dad. And I've always used it as just a bit of a catch-all in the bathroom, or it's kind of been everywhere in the house now. And I thought that this would be really nice to maybe go in this same room because it would go with the cushions and it kind of suit that vibe. So yeah, I'm keen to style this in some way. Not sure how yet, but again, I just kind of walked through the house, looked in our cupboards, looked through some boxes, because yes, we do still have some moving boxes that have not been unpacked yet. And I just pulled out anything that I thought gave off that summery vibe, and so I pulled this one out. I do have some really nice napkins. There's like a box I have somewhere of fabric napkins and some table runners and cloths. So before I actually do the decorate with me, I'll make sure I go downstairs, have a look for that, and go through it and see if I can add anything to my spring decor. Next up, we have my gorgeous lamp. You guys have already seen this. I bought this a couple of weeks ago now from TKMaxx. The price, I've taken it off, but I think it was around the $20 mark. Basically, it's a rechargeable lamp. It's got a gorgeous stem on it, and it's just one of those ones that you charge it up and you just touch the top, it lights up, and you can kind of move it around the house. So I've had this sitting in our kitchen. You can move it into your living area, and that's something I actually do. I move it around depending on where Ryan and I are sat, where we're sitting to eat dinner. I will bring this lamp. So yeah, each tap, it changes the light from like warm to cool, and then you turn it off. Really, really loving little lamps in the kitchen. I could put this on the drinks cabinet, on the TV cabinet, and they're just so handy as well. We then have some more florals, and guys, I grew these from seeds. I am so proud of them, and they have just bloomed at the perfect time. So I've had this sitting on our balcony, but of an evening I can bring them in, and I just think they're going to be such a beautiful piece of decor. Mind you, it probably could sit on the TV cabinet because there's so much light that comes into this living area that it would probably keep these alive. So happy with these. As you can see, the pot is gorgeous as well. I also have some placemats. These were from H&M years ago. These are a gorgeous sage green. They go with the cushions and this whole aesthetic beautifully, and I actually use these every night anyway. So I just wanted to share them with you because I just think they're such a beautiful color, and I will be using them. And actually, I don't know if I'll actually style them. I like to just keep all the placemats piled in the center of the dining room table. I'll put like a candle there, or maybe a vase or something, and I think that they look just really nice like that. So that is everything I have in front of me to decorate the home. There might be some other things you see me use as I decorate, but it's probably because I'm stumbling upon them as I go through the home. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm gonna put some music on and let's get straight into it. it's another day. I'm here with Amber.
Hey.
You guys haven't seen her for quite some time. And basically we are at the Antiques Fair. It's the one I've mentioned in my previous video and it's on. So we're here bright and early. It's only like 7:30 in the morning. And we're so excited. So first of all, we're going to eat some food because we are starving, haven't had breakfast. We've got 2 decaf coffees. So, Amber, do you want to share the news?
Yeah. Pregnant, baby number 2 on the way. I'm just about 15 and a half weeks now.
As you can imagine, because Amber had Valley last year, when that happened, I thought, I don't think we'll ever be pregnant at the same time because I didn't think that Amber would have her second as close in age to Valley. But we are. So we are just absolutely loving it. Our babies to the date are going to be 3 months apart, which is just so exciting. Amber knows she's having another
little girl. So Valley's getting a sister, which we're so stoked about.
Because a sister is just
we know
the best gift in the world.
Yeah.
So on my list today for the Antiques Fair, of course, I'm looking for a silver tray. I'm also looking for a book caddy for the baby because Amber has one for Valley. Where did you find that? The tip shop? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I painted it like a duck egg blue for her bedroom.
That's right. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's just got a handle on it too.
And I thought I personally think they're better. I would like one of those more than a regular bookshelf because you can move it around. So if we were heading downstairs to the playroom or something, because that big room, I don't even think I've said, it's so funny now that I've announced that I'm pregnant ages ago, but I feel like I still keep things secret from, because I keep forgetting that it's not a secret anymore.
Yeah.
But that big room downstairs at our house that currently has no furniture or anything in it, that will probably become the playroom. So we'll get a couch in there, we'll have a TV in there, and then obviously all the kids' toys as they grow up. And I thought that, a book caddy, that way you can kind of carry it around the house. I don't know if I mentioned it when I was talking about my last video, because in my last video I talked a lot about thrifting and buying clothes secondhand and also just stuff for the house. And Amber and Valley, it's like a weekly thing that they go to the op shops, and Valley loves it because all the toys are out. They're not all wrapped up.
Yeah, they're not in boxes.
So she can play with them.
And Valley, now if we go to like Kmart and we go to the toy section and she'll grab a toy that she likes and she'll point at the box being like on, which means like she wants it out. And I always say, no, we can't open these ones because she's just so used to being able to play with.
And it's funny because I've been going to the op shop every week, especially since falling pregnant, because I'm slowly collecting things. There's always kids at the op shop playing with all the toys. It's so cute. And it's actually really good if you were to shop around, leave your kid in there, because it's usually a bit of a section, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let them play, and whatever toy they end up actually playing with, that's the one you can purchase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've spent 15 to 20 bucks on a toy, get it home and Valley's not interested. And you think, far out. And these toys are no more than $4. I saw a mum take her kids there and she said they're a little bit older, probably about 5. And she said, which toy are you going to get this time? So she must take them there knowing that you get to choose one toy. And that's fine because it's so cheap.
I realised I didn't have any toys for Valley when she came over, and she comes over all the time. I thought, I'm going to have to go out to Kmart and get a few toys. I was not sure what to get or anything. So what I've done is I've got this basket in my TV cabinet and I've started just filling it with things. And I got a couple of books for about 50 cents each from the op shop. Amber's told me kind of what she likes. She likes the hard pages, especially ones with like little flaps and stuff, which I'm looking for. And then also I found some sticker books. They had those little sticker books for like $1 each.
Yeah, she loves stickers, good fine motor.
Yeah, that's right.
They like picking them off and she loves sticking them everywhere.
Yeah, and I thought I'll just collect things that I know she would like, and I'll just put them in that little basket. And then when she comes over, she can go through it. And I can't wait for her to see all the stickers. I've showed her a few things on FaceTime because we usually FaceTime every morning. And I was showing her and she seemed to like them.
Yeah, And you bought her that tutu? A tutu and a crown? Mm-hmm. From the op shop, was it?
That was from the cheap shop. It was like $7.
She loves it. She puts it on and starts twirling.
She loves things on her head.
loves things on her head. She's
Hats.
obsessed with helmets.
Helmets is the
Every
main one.
morning she'll ask to put her helmet on. And sometimes I have to like, I've even bathed her in the helmet once because she wouldn't refuse to take it off.
Oh, I love her so much. And Amber said they went to a friend's house and she was obsessed with, like, the little boy had Bluey's ears and she was obsessed with them. So I was looking at the cheap shop because sometimes I'll go in there and see what kids stuff they have. And they had a set of beautiful blue little tutu and also a little headband with, it had little ears on it, but it had all mermaid theme, like starfish and everything. And she's a little water baby. So I got her those and she seemed to love them. Yeah, I'm looking for a few things. Still on the hunt for a large teacup for my morning coffee. Thought that would be really just a nice little ritual, have an actual teacup on a saucer, but it needs to be big enough to fit an actual coffee. So I'm on the hunt for that. And again, I'm open to all kids stuff because I'm really going down the vintage route with the babies stuff.
I'm looking for frames. I've come up with my Christmas decor idea that I'm going to do this year, and I'm going to start it as a tradition. So each year when we get a family Christmas photo, we don't go to the shopping centre and get the photos because I couldn't be bothered waiting in the line to do it. And to be honest, I like a more candid Christmas photo at home.
Yeah.
So we got one last year for Valley's first Christmas and our first time as a family of 3. And I noticed that TK bring out really beautiful, just one picture size, like little Christmas frames. So it might be Santa's head in gold and then the middle cut out.
Yes.
Or it might be a Christmas tree.
They had Halloween ones there.
They've got beautiful Christmas frames and Halloween for seasonal frames. So this year, I'm going to buy 2, one for last year, one for this year. And each year put the new Christmas photo in there and then bring them out each Christmas and put them all along the TV cabinet or TV unit.
I was going to say, we need a fireplace.
Have them all out as a Christmas decoration.
Great idea.
So then we'd have all of the, because you can buy like Christmas photo books, but I'm like, books just get stored up and you never look at them. Whereas if we bring out these frames,
it's part of your decor.
Each year, it's part of my Christmas decor.
And you've got that shelf above the
yes,
dining room table. They can have them all there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that because I'm yet to have this baby. So I'm going to start that this year. All right. So we'll go in there, have a bit of a shop. And if we buy anything, we should sit back in the car and do a bit of a haul.
little haul.
Yeah.